This map first impressions video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at the Old Stream Farm. This map can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website and is available for all platforms. And I have to say, this is probably one of the most anticipated maps released to date by BlackSheep modding. And it is finally here. Now it's made its round through a few stages of testing and finally is released. So let me go ahead and read a little bit of the description before we jump on into the map. It says, "Welcome to Old Stream Farm. The famous farm of the 70s is back for even more fun. Located in the fictional European-style countryside, the roads will take you to the small town of Dorfbach and Grünwald." So this map has obviously been around for quite a while in various iterations. I know it was in 15, may have been in 13. It was definitely in 17 and has made its way back into 19. And let's just go ahead and jump on in before we go into any more details. We'll load up the log, let the map load up. So we'll say that this map, if you load it up in farm manager mode or start from scratch, the starting farm that we're going to see will be completely blank. No buildings, which is really great. Lots of maps seem to not fully embrace the build your own farm starting modes, and regardless of the starting mode, you basically have the farm built out as you would in, let's say, Farm Sim 17, with the only real differences being sometimes equipment is there, sometimes the equipment is not there. But in this map, if you start from scratch or start with farm manager mode, the buildings are gone. Now, as I'll demonstrate when we get into the map, one of the downsides of that is the map does not have the custom buildings built into it that you can then place. So if you do farm manager or start from scratch, you're pretty much just going to be using placeables that are available to build your farm out. You're not going to be able to replicate any of the custom buildings that are in new farmer mode. Now we're loading up the starting equipment. Got the old pickup truck. Loading in placeables, cell stations. And here we go. So anybody that's played this map in previous versions knows this starting position. They pretty much know this starting house. And I have to say, this is quite a change. In Farm Sim 17, there was a loft over the top there, but this is a very, very nice. I really like this iteration of this structure. Lots of maps in 17, you would see this building basically reused from the old Streams map. Really like how this is set up. So we've got our customized repair trigger here, and then there's so much more to this building that we didn't have access to in previous versions. Got our Fiat, our cedar over here. We can open this to the outside. Got a bit of a little loft up here. Can't open that door. Kind of hoping we could open the doors. Oh, we can open that one. Cool. So before we go into really exploring too much of this place, we got a garage with our truck. And, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a look at the map itself. So anyone that knows old streams knows this very well. This is basically the basis of the first iteration of Old Streams Farm that I remember it from Farm Sim 17. But then it's been expanded a little bit to include this upper mini map area. And we're going to explore this. The only way to get through it is to go through this road right here under a bridge. Anywhere else, there is a collision. There's only one way to get through it. The way I understand this, by looking at the BlackSheep Discord, there was a question asked about this. This is basically a mini map, all just grass. So you can come up here, build your own farm, build your own fields, however you want. Make this whole area your own. Whereas, of course, down here you've got the predefined set up fields, grass fields, and buildings and such. So we've got our standard crops here on the map. We have two main sell points on the map for our crops. We've got a sell point for wool and cotton, as well as a sell point for eggs and milk. We've got a wood chip sell point, and of course we have a sell point for hay, straw, grass, and silage. We do have a BGA here on the map, and if we take a look at the lands, it is a BGA that we can purchase, so that is also an option. And let's take a look at the lands. So we start out by owning fields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's one giant plot of land, $686,000. And if we take a look over here, G11 and 16, $500,000. Got some forestry sections. Forestry in G12, G2, big old G1 down here. I think there's 11 grass fields, or 12 grass fields, numbered in Gs, G1 through 12. And then 24, 25 regular fields. Then, of course, we've got the whole blank canvas up here to the top. Do whatever you want with. So not a lot of starting equipment to start out with, but we'll take a look at that here in a moment. You start with some animal pens, but no animals in those areas. And we do have contracts on the map, both transportation and field work. So let's go ahead and take a look at that starting fleet. Start out with two tractors, the Fendt 511C and the Fiat 1300 DT, range and horsepower from 115 to 150. We've got the New Holland TX32 harvester with grain and row crop header, corn header. We've got the small Lizard pickup, which we've already seen. We've got the Strauderman trailer. We've got the small plow, the Amazon seeder. We've got the Farm Tech manure spreader. We've got our front loader arms and bucket, and then we've got our horse paddock and our power washer. So if we go over here and we take a look here at animal pens, you'll see don't have the ability to purchase anything other than in-game stuff. If we go to silos, again, we have just the in-game stuff. If we go to farmhouses, just got the EU farmhouse. So we don't have the ability to put this glorious building down, should we so wish, or any of the other structures, sadly, that make up the main farm. It would be really nice if we could put down, let's say, this silo building, as opposed to the in-game silo. If we start this up in Farm Manager mode, in fact, what we'll do is I'll go ahead and start this up in Farm Manager mode after we do a proper farm tour, and you'll see that the slate that we start out with really would be cool if we could put these things down in kind of our own placement. Maybe not put some down, put others down, or use them in that blank slate area. So this house has some tricks up its sleeve. As you can see, we do have an interior, and yes, indeed, we can go inside it. We do have the sleep trigger. And this is quite the interesting architecture inside, or should I say interior design going on. Kind of a modern look, yet at the same time kind of rustic at the same point. Kind of interesting. With the doors, that door leads to the outside. And very, very Art Deco-ish. What do you call this? Stair steps. These stairs that kind of just stick out from the wall, kind of float. There's our door into the garage. And then we can go upstairs to the bedrooms. Interesting artwork going on. And then basically we've got a pair of bedrooms and a restroom up here. But once again, we've got that whole... We've got the ability to go in here and basically do what we want. Kind of role play, pretend it's our house. But I really do like this re-envisioned, reimagined structure here. It's a good old archway with the gates. Open up. Got this, and I think there was a loft over that too. At least over some of that. Got the garden. Remember the nuggets? There were nuggets in the garden. Yeah. Looking around at this map, it's like, well, it's like old times. Just kind of remember, oh yeah, that's how it was. I remember that was a little bit different, but still at the same time, kind of the same. So here we have, I believe this is the, sheep, if I'm remembering correctly. So we've got our food trough, we've got our water trough here. And then around the side, yep, we've got our sheep. There we go. Let's go ahead and get 3 sheep. Gates do open up. I will tell you, throughout the video, I will be muting the mic. I've got some typical spring nasal stuff going on, so I'm trying to mute the mic there for that. So pond, we got some animated ducks floating through here. Looks like it's a little bit too shallow to have any real fish coming through here. Pretty cool. Then over here we've got the pigs. I'm correct. But again, we can't put down these custom pig areas. It's a really is a little bit depressing. Really would wish we could put down this custom pig areas. You know, even if we weren't going to have the farm here, we could still make use of this great architecture and this great model that's been built out. So we've got our pig zone here. We've got our water trough. We've got our food trough. We've got our slurry point. And this is probably the straw trigger. And I wonder where the manure is going to pile up. The manure is going to pile up over here with the straw or not. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could put this building down. I mean, all of these buildings are really nicely done, and you're only going to be able to experience this if you do new farmer mode. Got a light switch. Yep. I remember the silage clamp, and then we go up to another level. Here we've got the cow area. Then basically we should have the inside here, we should have the feed trough and the straw trigger. Wow, this is a lot bigger. Gives you a lot more area to move around in. Around the side here, we had a slurry trigger and a manure point. So the manure is going to pile up here. Wonder where the slurry is. We've got the water trough for the cows. Delivery point for the cows. Get a couple of those. And then are these chickens? horses. I have to say, when I did the pre-tour of the map, I actually didn't come around the side of this building late at night. That. It's like horses. Trigger here. Check. Oh, 2. Look at that, guys. We got 2 cow areas. Awesome sauce, man. That is pretty cool. So we got 2 cow areas. We've got one over here, kind of the big barn, and then a secondary one. We've got, looks like the straw trigger. We've got the water trough. And then we've got the feed trough over here. Well, this might be the milk. This might be milk. Because we've got 2 trigger markers over here. It might be for straw and food. We've got 2 cow areas. That's pretty cool. Not really sure where the slurry is. Maybe it's around the back of the building this time. Let's jump over here and look. I don't know. Definitely here have the milk area. Milking side of the business. Sweet, that is pretty cool. But again, we can't put it down if we start in another farm mode. Now I'm kind of harping on that, but like I said, it's kind of a pretty big disappointment. So the chickens were on the other side of this. So here's chicken trough, and also the chicken dialogue box. Get some chickens. Bet you these jokers just roam around, don't they? Got our silo. We got our fill in our dump trigger right here. Yep, here's our chickens. Chicken box. Oh. There's the... This chicken boxes will appear here. Looks like that is maybe a lime silo. Yep, lime station. There. Farm silo. Chicken coop. So we've got all of the animals here at the main farm. Open this building up, this door up. It's a pasture for the pigs. Over here and check out the side, the bunkers. So we got 1 bunker there. Got 2 over here on the side. Then of course we've got this dirt that leads up to this upper area. Oh, here is a slurry point. So this must be the slurry for the cows. Here we go. We found it. Toxic gas. Do not enter. That's right. All right, so what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to go ahead and boot this up in farm manager mode. And you're going to see what this whole place looks like with none of these buildings. And remember, we can't put this stuff down. We're going to have to put in-game stuff. So I'll be right back with you. Well, welcome back into farm manager mode, and welcome to the blank slate that is the starting farm with nothing down. And it is... Someone's gone through here, and, well, they've completely demoed out the whole area, left the land as it is. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, you could come in here and basically build out your own farm however you want. There's no buildings here, but the sad part, and this will be the last time I mention it, I promise, the sad part is, can't put down the in-game silo, we can't put down the in-game farmhouse, none of the sheds. We can put down the cool chicken area, the 2 cow areas, the sheep, pigs. Stuck with in-game stuff. That is really the biggest disappointment, I would say, with respect to the map, is is the lack of the ability to put that stuff down. See, we do start out with a completely blank slate, should we so wish. And of course, don't start out with owning any land in that mode either. So with that, let's just get on with the program and start looking around at the map. Let's get our Mahindra. Jump up here to the shop, which has been relocated. The shop used to be up there where the gas station is, but now it is down here at the lower corner of the map. And it is the same shop that was in their South Mountain Creamery map from Farm Sim 17. So the shop area has gotten a bit of a facelift. The shop, you could go in, kind of explore it a little bit. Let's go look real quick. BSM Tractor. Welcome, goodbye, Matt. But basically, this is the same shop from Farm Sim 19 or Farm Sim 17's South Mountain Creamery. Complete to where when you want to sell something or customize it, basically you have the trigger here around the side. You have to park your vehicle here. Then you have to get out and run around into the building to the service desk. Actually do what you want. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Can be a little annoying if you, if you want to see what something looks like. You're not really sure. But then again, we do have in 19 the new, visual store. So, here, let's take a look. And well, let's just loop around. Let's just loop around the map. It's not a big map, right? It won't take too long. Got one of those forested areas over here to our right. Fields on the map are not going to be very big overall, so very well set up for small and medium equipment. This is not a map you're going to be hauling around the ideal harvester. Not if you're a sane person, that is. Well, there is the starting farm. That giant void of a space. Say if I plan on playing this, I'm definitely going to be playing in new farmer mode, just so I have the buildings all set up. So grass field 3 is over here to our right. Starting fields that we would have owned, or we would own on new farmer mode, are off here to our left. Start out with a fair bit of fields, so that we can basically have the field capacity to feed our chickens. And this is the bridge. I don't know if there's an animated train that runs through here, or if this is just train tracks. I haven't seen a train come through here in my exploration of the map before recording. But then this is the mini map. This is the virtual blank slate for you to do whatever you want from. Now, I will say, if we look at the purchase price of this, it's a little steep. $1.1 million. Now, I do know it is a lot of space. But if you were going to, let's say, do farm manager mode, where you get $1.2 million, a big chunk of that is going to go towards possibly buying this whole area. And then you really wouldn't have any money left without taking out a pretty sizable loan in order to basically, put any buildings down or purchase any equipment. But you could see you could really make this whole upper part an area of your own. It is basically separated from the main map by the railroad tracks. The only way into here is through that little underpass under the trains. Like I say, it's a large area, flat. Completely repaint this, terraform it however you want. Carve it up into fields. Carve it up into 2 big fields, 3 fields, a dozen fields, whatever. This is the ultimate placeable playground, I think. Really interesting idea. Back over here into the Old Streams farm itself. Make our way up here to the sawmill. And let's just jump into first person as we explore the sawmill. Get over here to it. Some traffic. Here we are at the sawmill. We've got our log trigger right here to the left. And if we go further back here into the back, we'll have our wood chip cell point. And let's just go through the woods here. See how this looks. Pretty dense forest. Do have lots of nice underbrush going on. Grass, varying terrain heights. And then we're back out here. Some more fields. Let's see here. Big map. And let's see. Well, we'll just do a loop, kind of the outer loop of the road, and then we'll cut in to some of the more interior things. Move over here to the biogas plant. The biogas plant's been moved also. I think in 17 it was down there by where the egg cell station is, or cell station 2. But this time around it is out over here on the side. Again, it would be really cool. I doubt it. I think these are probably just static railroad tracks. They probably don't have anything on them, but it'll be really neat to see a train just come through there every so often. Got our biogas plant, and this is fairly straightforward. Farm Sim 19 biogas. Got the 19 bunkers. Got the digestate pipe off here to the side, and then our digester been set up so we've got a scale at each entry point. That's pretty cool. More forested action, so plenty of forestry. Keep you busy. Lots of little fields. And we're not flat map. We've got lots of nice diverse terrain and height. The fields. Over here to the horse riding area. The training arena. And then, we got some more train tracks over here on this side. And then we're right here at the player boundary. So that road is not going to be going anywhere. So that is kind of the road to nowhere. Go ahead and back up. And let's cut through the horse area. I don't know if this is a deliberate cut through, but we're going to use it. Maybe you made the wrong turn and you realize, oh, I'm on the road to nowhere. Looks like we could maybe come through here and get out. Come through here and get out. If you find we should not have turned down that road. We got the really nice, BlackSheep does a really good job with their rivers, their water. I like how that is set up. Kind of now cutting through town. This is one of the two towns, and this was one of the sell points, if not the exclusive sell point in Farm Sim 17's version of the map. Basically, just like in 17, we'd loop around here, and then we'd have our dump station. On 17, it was elevated a lot more. And here at the harbor, there was also a bale sell point there, remembering correctly. This traffic just waits for nobody. Up with that. So we've got our spinnery, our wool and cotton sell point. Making our way over here to the animal dealer. And yes, indeed, of course, we have you'll see the token BlackSheep modding animal dealership. Got the cow, pig, sheep, dog, deer, and bird statue from Felsburn. Where did the deer go? Sadly, the deer didn't make it. Really wish they could have made those in. That'd have been really nice to be just going through the forest and seeing some animated deer just walking around. Maybe they run off as you come up to them or something. Maybe in 21. Let's go ahead and loop around the animal dealer. Here is the token slaughterhouse of old streams. Here we have our animal trigger. Going. The birds do add a nice touch, though. Sometimes they spawn in the weirdest spots, but birds do add a nice touch. Let's head on back. And we'll conclude at the gas station, which is the old area where the old shop was. We're making our way back around to where the starting farm is. Right here. For some of these grass fields, we have to come in between the houses to get to. That was always a fun little challenge. Like this field right there, the beets. Let me just check something. In 17, this power tower didn't have collisions. Let's see, does it have collisions? Nope. Okay. No collisions on the power tower. And here's where the old shop used to be. Now it is a old gas station. So guys, that is the tour. That is the old stream farm by BlackSheep Modding. Again, it is available for all platforms and can be found over at the Giants Mod Hub. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this iteration of the old streams farm? I like it. I like it a lot. Other than the lack of the ability to put down the custom farm buildings in any farm mode other than New Farmer, where they're already there. I think the aspect of the little mini map up there to the north, make your own mini map up there. That's pretty cool. So until next time, happy farming.